Hello and welcome. I'm Tiff, this is my channel Miss.tiff.travels, and you join me as I go to Lake Titicaca this week to see if it's a tourist trap or a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. After a slight delayed start, made it to the port, and today I am heading off to the Uros Islands on a 2-day, 1-night tour. Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable lake in the world, situated at an altitude at over 12,500 feet above sea level, is a sight to behold. This stunning natural wonder is not only a breathtaking beauty, but it also holds deep cultural and spiritual significance for the indigenous people of Peru and Bolivia. In this vlog, I'm super excited to take you on an adventure to explore the lake, its surrounding villages and unique attractions.
At the Uros Floating Island, we have a rotation Seasick.
So I'm just sat on top of the boat at the moment. We've got about an hour to get to our first stop. The first thing that struck me about Lake Titicaca was its sheer scale. The deep blue waters stretch as far as the eye can see, 190 kilometres long and 80 kilometres wide. The surrounding landscape is dotted with traditional villages and ancient ruins. It's hard to believe that this lake is often overlooked by travellers, and I am determined to find out why. Thank you. I can't actually believe I'm stood here today. So we've made it to our first stop of the Uros Floating Islands, where we're going to explore, learn a little bit more about the culture and the people, and I am really excited to have a look around.
So he said, my name is Mr. Thomas. I'm the president of this island. We are really happy and give you the welcoming to you guys to coming here to this area. So we are living here 6 couples with the kids, actually, no, in this island. Entonces él estaba diciendo, señor Tomás.
So part of this is that you get to explore their houses and see how they live. Hi. After an introduction to how they built the islands here and the fabrics and the culture, you have some free time to explore. So you can go inside the houses and you can meet the people and see the things that they've made, and you can purchase from them. It is encouraged here to bargain apparently, which is never my favourite thing to do as well.
The rest of the people over here.
Nos puedes llevar al lado de Bolivia y no tenemos pasaporte. Y siempre nosotros allá anclamos. ¿Cómo acá te dirá?
So they do a lot here to protect the area, and they say that the money for your tour goes towards employing people, creating jobs, and they rotate the tours to different islands so that each of the islands gets the custom and the building and the support from the tourism. And they say that you shouldn't tip the families, so if they show you around you shouldn't tip them because it can cause conflict here between the families themselves. But one of the ways that you can support is by taking the boat, just like I did, and that's 15 soles, and that money is shared equally then between the families here on this little island, and it's a way of supporting sustainably without creating any more problems.
Señor, gracias.
So after a very hypnotic boat ride, we've now made it to our island for the night. It's gonna be good. Mamarita. So from the boats it's about 10 minutes uphill, as always, to our house with Mamarita. So in the heart of town is my plaza principal. This is where I'm going to be meeting later on today. I'm actually surprised at the size of this place. I wasn't sure what to expect, but yeah, definitely more built up than I was anticipating.
Me llamo Jimmy.
Tiffany. So after a homemade lunch from Rita, it's time to go for a walk. It's about an hour up to the viewpoint for sunset, and then we're going to come back, and then after that we've got time in the square, which hopefully all of this will be open, dinner, tea, and then we are going to get dressed up for a party. Mama temple. Over on the other side is Father Earth as opposed to Mother Earth, but here you can have 360-degree views of the sunset, and it's definitely worth it. Less than an hour to get up, take your time with the altitude, but wow, stunning. Things that you have to do when you come up here is to walk anti-clockwise around the temple 3 times, making a wish, and each time you place a rock into the wall and hope your wish comes true. Special sunset. Just so peaceful, so wonderful. The colour is just incredible. So we're going to head back down now, and then we've got tea and a party. See you there.
Yeah. Hold on, remember. Thank you.
I feel very pretty. We're up for breakfast, ready for another day of exploring. Lots of blankets were warm. It wasn't actually that cold. We were warm, we might be. So we had about an hour for breakfast and now we're just heading down to the port to get on the boat and we're off to another island this morning. Getting back in the boat's a little more fun. This is quite steep. So the waves were pretty bad. Not sure if you could tell, but wasn't great. So sorry, I'm out of breath. So we've had to go around to a different dock, and now we've got about 15 minutes up a fairly steep hill to get to the plaza rather than from the other side. So we shall see. All part of the adventure. So I know that everything that we've seen so far has been put on for us as tourists. That the party, the dressing up, all of that, going to the Uros Islands and seeing the people, that it's because of tourism. But it's also kind of the flip side of it, that the tourism is helping them to develop the island, it's helping them to put electricity in their homes, and so it's kind of a careful balance. I wasn't sure if I was going to just think it was really, really cheesy or really, really touristy, but maybe it's just the tour that I've been on. But they've tried really hard to show you the authentic side and explain the culture between the colours of the hats, that the single men wear the white ones and the single women wear the big pom-poms, and to teach you more about it, which I really, really like. And staying with the local family, that was, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about that because Spanish is limited, but I've been with a really nice family who the son speaks English and Spanish, so that was very helpful with the translation. But it was nice to kind of understand more about how they live here and what they do. So far, I really like Lake Titicaca. And just, I mean, look at it. Look. What's not to love? Okay, made it to the top. It leveled off a little bit towards the end, which I'm really grateful for. And now we're just going to have a look around the square. And then we've got some traditional dancing. Just an example of the textiles. How good do they look? The guy, just towards the end, he's 96 years old.
Dance with them, please.
Time to dance.
Por favor, adelante.
Heat well is coming from the process to make soap, saponification in other words. Have you heard about this? The sapon. Contigo mejor, que tomen tu video. See, after he washes the seaweed material that is really dirty and greasy. You will see.
Another lunch. Okay, finished lunch. Time to find the boat. That was nice. So I had the soup and the rainbow trout, and it was just nice. And we've been learning about the culture again and how they make the fabrics and what the fabrics mean. So now it's about, I think it's about a half an hour walk downhill. Yay, downhill. And then 2.5 hours back on the boat. I'm hoping it's going to be a little more stable than it was before. Somebody lied. It's not downhill. It's uphill. Again. So you can see some of the development. They're building new paths, new roads. Looking good. I am going to miss this place. And the boat's just down there. Okay, so I've made it back to the boat now, and that is it for me here in Lake Titicaca. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I'm Tiff, and I'll see you in the next one.